Fertilized Meg. We open on a sentence no Griffin ever expected to hear. Meg is important. After an awkwardly wholesome ask,
Of the hella more attractive egg was a success.
Bruce and Jeffrey choose her to be their surrogate.
Want to dress him in political t-shirts he can't even begin to understand.
And suddenly, the family's least celebrated member is carrying the plot and a baby. Peter treats the news like DEFCON 1,
Wonderful. What do you say we take this party to the top of the stairs?
offering the kind of support that mostly looks like panic snacking and unhelpful speeches. Lois tries to be steady, but can't decide if she's proud, terrified, or both. Meg, meanwhile, experiences the forbidden Griffin feeling,
You can just get hot eggs off the internet?
being needed. When the dads need extra time before taking the baby, Meg steps into temporary mom mode and bonds with little Liza,
She's beautiful.
imagining, dangerously, what a non-Griffin life might feel like. Naturally, Quahog Karma arrives on cue. Liza's first words are a flawless roll call of gay icons, a cosmic nudge that she belongs with her actual parents. Meg hands her back with a smile that's part growth, part heartbreak. Supermarket Pete. Lois has one sacred space, the grocery store, her quiet cathedral of coupons and produce misters. Enter Peter, who loses hours at the brewery and decides to help
The Wells Fargo guys who work here.
by getting a job at Freshco, after a resume so fictional it should win a Hugo. Day 1, and he's drunk on authority, using the intercom like open mic night
Assistant manager who thinks work should be fun
and ordering employees to face the soup cans with confidence. He even bans Lois for arguing with management,
You can't do this. I have shopped here my whole life.
which is bold for a man who can't manage pants. Quahog's calm is now aisle-wide chaos. Meanwhile, Brian and Joe chase true crime glory with a cold case book,
When you're not actually writing, I just wish my muse would speak to me.
until they run into the entire Mount Rushmore of podcasting camped in a storage unit. A scrum of narrators later, they admit the genre doesn't need 2 more guys explaining murders over piano music. Back at Freshco, Peter's power trip collapses under basic competence checks and a forklift. He confesses, gets canned, and Lois gets her zen back. Proof that some romances need distance.
Family, and now I have nothing.
And by distance, we mean Peter outside the store. A stash from the past. Peter Griffin plus financial planning?
Got a reverse mortgage, which is that thing where your house gives you free money.
That's already the setup for a disaster. After watching Tom Selleck pitch reverse mortgages, Peter thinks, why not me? And signs one faster than you can say foreclosure. He nearly loses the house, but at least gains a vintage Mr. Potato Head from Dr. Hartman.
Tell you how reverse mortgage from, hey, all right, reverse mortgages, or
Because who needs stability when you can have detachable plastic ears? Things escalate when Peter decides the only way out is to crash Blue Bloods in New York City, where he rubs elbows with Selleck, Mayor Wild West, and the law of diminishing brain cells. It's a caper, sure, but mostly it's Peter screaming, I'm on TV,
Like my TV boss. Regular guys like me trust you.
while Lois quietly calculates the cost of divorce. Meanwhile, Stewie and Brian go entrepreneurial, flipping antiques at the flea market. Enter Bruce, who claims the turf like he's Tony Montana of tchotchkes. Their secret weapon? Bees. Lots of bees. It works, but Stewie soon realizes capitalism isn't fun when your business partner eats all the profits. Moral of the story: Peter keeps the house, Stewie quits retail, and Selleck cashes another check. Classic Quahog equilibrium, old world harm. The Griffins decide to spice things up with a trip to Florida, because nothing screams romance like swamp air and early bird specials. Peter and Lois check into what looks like a pleasant retirement community,
This isn't a vacation home. This is a retirement community.
only to discover the residents aren't interested in shuffleboard. They're interested in organs, as in yours. Turns out the senior citizens are running a black market hearts swap,
Body part, call dibs now.
and Peter almost donates a kidney he didn't sign up for. Their captor? None other than Henry Winkler, who somehow makes harvesting organs look wholesome.
We're donating the brain to science. No one take the brain.
Lois and Peter escape thanks to Peter's uncanny ability to ruin everything,
And to steal our organs. They want to kill us. Let's go.
including evil plans, proving once again incompetence is the best defense. Back in Quahog, Stewie has a crisis. He's over baths. After a Whitney Houston gag goes too far, he tries showering instead. Except he and Brian treat it like stepping into Jaws. The water pressure nearly kills them until a hair-clogged drain, courtesy of Meg,
Decades worth of Meg's hair.
saves the day. Final tally. Peter narrowly avoids being dismantled.
Stop where you are. We would like this all to be over by...
Stewie keeps his sponge,
I'm never taking a shower again.
and Meg's gross hair finally does something useful. Baby, it's cold inside. Peter forgets his wedding anniversary.
Our anniversary again, didn't you?
Again. To make up for it, he whisks Lois off on Seamus's borrowed boat,
Happy anniversary, Lois.
which is basically one seagull attack away from sinking. Mid-romance, Peter spots a dolphin, panics like it's Jaws, and abandons ship. Lois, left bobbing in the ocean,
Come back!
is understandably furious that her husband's survival plan is swim away and hope for syndication. Peter later tries to reclaim his hero status by staging a shark attack rescue. But naturally, a real shark shows up. Cue Lois saving Peter instead, reminding him who actually wears the anchor in their marriage. Meanwhile, Stewie discovers a mini fridge and transforms into a dorm room cliché overnight. He stocks up on soda, throws solo ragers, and even creates a fake roommate named Guy.
You and I being roommates, I was gonna put a word in with Colin, but
Brian warns him, but Stewie ignores him until his whole operation crashes harder than Quagmire's browser history. By the end, the fridge is dead, the shark is gone, and Lois earns the real anniversary gift.
But happy anniversary, Peter.
Watching Peter fail spectacularly at being the man of the house. Boston Stewie. Lois casually drops a bombshell. Back in the 90s, she donated her eggs. Translation: Stewie has a half-brother. And not just any half-brother. A Boston-bred, tough-talking kid who looks like Stewie but sounds like Fenway Park in human form.
Wait, how come your house ain't attached to two other houses on either side? There could be just one house?
Boston Stewie struts into Quahog, immediately bullies adults, and makes regular Stewie look like the tea-sipping nerd he truly is. For a hot second, Stewie's thrilled to have a sibling who gets him, until Boston Bro suggests Lois adopt him permanently. Suddenly, Stewie realizes, wait, maybe being an only child villain isn't so bad. Meanwhile, Chris and Meg go viral after Chris accidentally sits on a cupcake, launching the weirdest fetish empire Quahog has ever seen. They monetize the chaos with an OnlyFans-adjacent site,
Could set everything up and handle the administrative side. You could just sit on stuff. We'd split the profits.
and even get Quagmire-level subscribers. But, as with all Griffin schemes, things spiral when Peter tries to help
why am I snorting regular cocaine when I specifically requested bacon-wrapped cocaine?
and nearly ruins the brand. By the end, Boston Stewie finds a new home with Mark Wahlberg's sisters, Meg and Chris shut down their bakery of shame, and Stewie learns family isn't always blood. It's who survives dinner at the Griffins. Snap decision. A random Snapple cap makes Lois $10,000 richer,
I know, I can't believe it! It's even more exciting than the creation of broccolini!
and Meg sees this as her golden ticket to finally have a cool mom. Instead of banking it, Lois splurges on a secret girls-only tropical getaway.
Oh, he won't even know we're gone. I got him his favorite babysitter.
Cue selfies, umbrella drinks, and Meg pretending her family doesn't exist. But paradise turns into Dateline Quahog when kidnappers assume Snapple fortune equals heiress and nab the duo. Lois and Meg actually bond while MacGyvering an escape with nothing but travel-sized lotion and loose passport junk. It's the closest they've come to mother-daughter wholesomeness without Meg being grounded. Meanwhile, Stewie and Brian decide their relationship is toxic
This is so stupid.
You're stupid!
after a therapist tells them they're basically an old married couple.
You're not married? You're not blood relatives? Why continue?
They break up, try new best friends,
Yeah, you're my best friend.
and of course, accidentally reunite at the same wedding. The result? An awkwardly heartfelt slow dance that cements their codependency. By the end, Lois swears off fun mom mode.
A mom, and moms have to be prepared for anything.
Meg accepts it,
Guess you're right, Mom.
and Stewie and Brian learn what we all knew already. They're stuck with each other forever. Baking sad. Meg has one of those days where everything goes wrong, until her tears accidentally drip into cookie dough.
Just have to accept it. I'll never be happy.
Instead of tasting salty and gross, the cookies come out incredible, launching the Griffins into their own little Willy Wonka empire. Suddenly, Meg ahoy! Cookies are a hit.
I have so many new cookie orders.
And for the first time, the Griffin kids actually rally around their sister. Chris becomes the hype man, Peter the world's laziest taste tester, and Lois, well, she's just shocked Meg isn't failing. Of course, success makes Meg happy,
I think I'm actually happy.
which is so unnatural for the family that it freaks them out. Their solution? Subconsciously sabotage her. Meanwhile, Peter and the guys launch Bar Table Talk, a parody of The View for men, complete with cheap mics and dumber takes. It goes about as well as you'd expect. Peter's hot topics include fart jokes and pizza toppings. In the end, the family realizes Meg's joy came less from cookies and more from bonding with her siblings. They scrap the business, keep the family nights,
Sorry your cookie business didn't work out, Meg.
and Quahog resets to its natural state. Meg miserable, everyone else content. The return of the King of Queens. It's Christmas in Quahog, which usually means chaos wrapped in tinsel. This year, Lois sells the family TV to fund gifts,
TV's gone. We're cutting the cord. We need money for Christmas gifts, so I sold it.
and Peter reacts like someone cut off his oxygen supply. Desperate, he dips into the world of streaming, only to discover his favorite actor, Kevin James, has been completely erased from television history.
Because I miss my shows.
In true Family Guy logic, this makes James physically manifest in their house,
Kevin James?
needy and sitcom laugh track dependent. Without his audience, he's fading like Marty McFly's family photo. Peter tries reviving him with a community nativity play, but even baby Jesus can't compete with low Nielsen ratings.
The Star of Bethlehem, which is one more star than I'm giving this inn on Yelp.
Meanwhile, Brian and Stewie pitch a TV idea and lose out to Chris, who somehow charms execs by doing what he does best, being Chris. Peter eventually gives Kevin James the Quahog pep talk, and James finds purpose again by returning to network TV, saving himself from oblivion. The episode ends with Peter blissfully reunited with his precious television,
Please have my TV back now.
proof that for him, family comes second, but TV is forever. Cabin pressure. The Pawtucket Brewery's company picnic sounds harmless until Preston announces the big prize,
As a special prize,
a cabin getaway for whoever wins the egg toss. Naturally, Peter cheats like it's an Olympic sport and scores the weekend retreat. Instead of whisking Lois away for romance,
Gonna be like books, is it?
he invites the entire gang, because nothing says vacation like sharing one bathroom with Cleveland, Quagmire, and Joe. Things unravel instantly. Quagmire runs the trip like a military operation with a color-coded itinerary. Peter just wants to watch bear shows on TV. And Cleveland is Switzerland, neutral and tired. The breaking point? A clogged toilet that turns into the Cold War of cabin living. In a fit of rage, Peter burns the itinerary, accidentally setting the whole cabin ablaze. Everyone bails, but in a rare act of guilt, Peter tries to rebuild it solo.
Out I torched this house, I'm screwed, you guys. We gotta fix this fast.
Just as he finishes, Preston shows up,
what the hell? My cabin, it's completely destroyed.
only to reveal the cabin was actually a useless tax dodge.
But technically legal shell company.
The crew laughs it off, but the real kicker? It might have all been a dream Peter had while passed out at the egg toss.
What are you talking about? This is all a dream. You had a stress heart attack during the egg toss.
Classic Quahog. Nothing learned, nothing gained. Except maybe smoke inhalation. Teacher's heavy pet. Lois decides it's time for a little career change and signs up as a substitute teacher at Adam West High, using her maiden name so her kids won't die of embarrassment on day one.
Here's your new substitute teacher, Miss Pewterschmidt.
Naturally, it backfires immediately. Chris realizes he can milk her presence for clout by implying he's hooking up with the hot new teacher. Yep, his own mom. Quahog logic at its finest. Word spreads faster than a Conway Twitty cutaway, and suddenly Chris is the king of the school, soaking up the attention like it's Axe body spray in 2007. But the lie gets harder to maintain. He's pushed to provide proof so he snaps a shower pic of Lois.
I'm not a dirtbag.